Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Havertz! And France can counter now. Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the... Mbappe! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Timber. Odegaard. Eze is onto it in a flash. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Madueke. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous! That has been cut short. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Timber, distributed tidily. Now it's Havertz. Looking to play him in. So what can they make of this? Threads one in. Now it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That's a shade optimistic. Chance to deliver. Oh, and a chance! Goal, France! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Madueke. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Odegaard. And it's Rice. And it's made its way to him. Caresses it through. That's really well cleared.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Madueke. Madueke! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Tries to play it through. Eze. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saliba cuts out the pass. Calafiori.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's away. That's a good ball out wide. He has found a way through. Madueke. Odegaard! He's missed, but not by that far. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. And it's Rice. Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Odegaard. Camavinga.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aims beyond the defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. Timber. Odegaard. Madueke. He is through here. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Koundé did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. It is a corner. Arsenal have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Odegaard. Rolls it backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's beautifully weighted. He's got away. And this is Kante. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Eze. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Odegaard. Saliba. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Havertz. Timber. Madueke receives it in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Camavinga. Well, they've got it again. Knocks it into space. The ball has bounced loose now. Ball's gone out of play. Ball swung in. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's managed to get free. Havertz! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And it's Hernandez. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Calafiori goes on a charge down the left. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 10, numero 9, numero 6, numero 25, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per
Can they get him away?
il numero 24.
Havertz!
Il numero
Now this
12,
could be a chance.
Il numero 19,
Goes for a shot!
Il numero 18. Il numero 15.
Arsenal really are showing
Cambio di
all the
giocatore.
necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Timber. Good, strong midfield running here. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. Crosses it in. Climbs up big. It's a goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And he's had a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Chouameni. Oh, good ball! Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Capier gets it away. Hernandez. Played out wide. Koundé hurtling down that right flank. And that's played in low. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
It'll be a throw-in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Kolomwani. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. He's found a way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chouameni. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. And the shots! And now they can clear their lines. Turan receives it in a good position here. Hernandez with the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Aims beyond the defence. Camavinga. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Saka receives it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Odegaard looking for options for movement. Oh, he's bustling through here. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely shaped ball. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rice.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. Gabriel concedes a free kick for that. Eze.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Knocks it into space. Thuram is onto this. Now he's got space here. Saka has it out wide and in space. He is through here. Timber.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. And the counter-attack is on for France. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Camavinga, can he spark a counter here? And here's Thuram. Eze, and the counter is on. Calafiori. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Kante. Tries to play it through. That's good vision. That's really well cleared. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Saka.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Rice. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in space and looking for options. Takes a shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Calafiori.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Conte. Oh, it's Dembele. Odegaard. Hernandez. He's got away. And it's Camavinga. Great chance! And he thumps it clear. Brilliantly cut out. Eze. Out to the right. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Koundé passed somewhat off target. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hernandez. He just... And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Mignon claims comfortably. Rice cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Not the most convincing of passes. Calafiori. Eze. And Gabriel. And it's been given away. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. They get a throw-in. Saka. Nice control. And it's Ødegaard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's made its way to him. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
France with the corner, they're first. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not the most accurate pass. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now that's well seen too. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Raya gets it away. Saka. France still have the cards to affect this game. Conte. And this is Dembele. He's in a great position here. Crossed into the box. Calafiori gets it clear. That has not gone well. Distributed tidily. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That pass isn't the best. Dembele shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 9.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Havertz! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Marino. Lovely feet. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's a throw-in. Delivery from Mbappe. Cleared away. Knocks it out wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Just 5 minutes left. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Mosquera. Gabriel.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Havertz. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mikel Merino has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Mosquera, played out wide. Can he get it through? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. The action has already started. Well, that looks a decent ball. No foul, says the referee. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now, can they get him away? Colomwani. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Out to the right. Saka in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever.
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he was alert to it. Koundé calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured. Brilliantly cut out. Rice.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Odegaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Eze. Calafiori. Eze has it in a wide position. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Eze. Oh, such a clever touch. Turns and goes back. Great chance! Chouameni. Colomwani. Saka. Odegaard. Now it's Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. Here it is, crossed in. And he's there to clear it. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Dembele. Now it's Colomwani. Saka is onto it in a flash. Timber. Lobbed in behind. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Camavinga.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Always onto this. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for options, for movement. Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Calafiori. Eze.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. He's been doing ever so well, just reacting faster.
Calafiori. And it's Ødegaard. Hernandez gets across to intercept that.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga, Colomwani.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
France really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Colomwani. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That has been cut short.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's picked out the run. Eze aims beyond the defence. Calafiori gets into some space. Chouameni, Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Eze. Calafiori. No, he's not getting past him there. And that has been cleared. Ødegaard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Conte. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Dembele. Now that's well seen too. Over to the left. Calafiori. And it's Eze. And it's Rice. That's a sharp pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Havertz is onto this. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. And he's been shifted off it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rice. Calafiori. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Conte. Mbappe. Camavinga. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking to play him in. Fired deep towards the back post. And that has been clubbed away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he stands tall, impenetrable.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Odegaard. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 12. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 3, il numero 27.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Il numero 24. Attenzione,
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Could move up a gear here. Koundé. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Fofana. And Koundé. Nice-looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Got us on a reprieve for the time being.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mbappe, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. And as you can see, we've already started here.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think we'll see a lot of this guy, Eze. If he plays on the left, he loves to cut in on his stronger foot. But unlike a lot of wingers, he's happy to drop that bit deeper and dictate the play from central midfield too. I think it makes him a much better all-round player.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Rice.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Saka.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away.
Chance for a shot!
Tchouaméni is there, and he can get... Odegaard!
Arsenal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Thuram is onto it in a flash. Camavinga. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Thuram
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Can he get on the end of this?
Lovely bit of skill.
And he's straight offside. And he cuts out the supply.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nicely aimed pass. Conte, drilled in low.
France yet to have an attempt on goal.
Looking for the run.
That's going in strongly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Conte.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Odegaard. Played out to the right.
Saka. White picks it up now.
He rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Great vision.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He decides to cross it.
Danger averted for now. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
White. Saka. Rice. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Camavinga.
Well, they can break here.
Tries to pass it through. But he's made sure that's not getting through.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Time and again they are repelled. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
France making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around.
And the ball is out of play.
White. Odegaard. Conte.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Mbappe powering forward here.
Mbappe!
Eze. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Calafiori.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Knocks it out wide. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gabriel. White. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hernandez. It's Thuram. And he's picked out the run. Hernandez gets into some space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mbappe has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zaire Emery.
He's in space and looking for options.
Tries to play it through. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Out towards the flank. Played back in.
That's an excellent interception.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
France looking to pass their way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And that has put paid to that. Out to the right. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. And that's played in low.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Now it's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well measured.
There's no flag. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Havertz. Now it's Saka. And it's White. He has found the way through.
Rice. Oh, good spread.
Oh, nicely intercepted. White.
Arsenal have reclaimed it.
White has it in a wide position.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Thuram.
Oh, no joy this time.
Rice. And that has left him in a heap. And he has been fouled there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 22, numero 25, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 15, il numero 14, il numero 12.
Zaire Emery calmly
Cambio di
anticipates. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Colomwani.
Colomwani showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Dembele! And the lead stays intact, just.
Dembele was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Big header! And that could have brought them level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's found a way through. He's come in hard.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Kolumwani gets into a good position. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lewis Skelly.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Very nicely done. We are into overtime. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's there to get it away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force.
Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Timber, looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Odegaard. Aims beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Saka. He is through here! Timber, played in. Saliba is there to clear. Kolomuani. That's a cute ball. Dembele looking to run onto it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Driving through the middle. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. Ball's gone out of play. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Timber. And it's Rice. And it's Eze. Calafiori, he can run onto that. Eze! Eze! Eze out of this world! A finish right from the top draw! Arsenal take the lead! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Havertz. Eze providing an outlet on that flank. Conte. Here's Chouameni. Ødegaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's in on goal, takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Saka demonstrated
Decent chance! Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. And we hit half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Here we go again then. France didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Eze. Ødegaard. Rice. Oh, this is a terrific run. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga.
that will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Havertz. Eze. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great ball if he can get there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gabriel calmly anticipates, and it's Eze. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Ødegaard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And the counter is on.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rice. Out towards the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lofted in. That's really well cleared. Colomboani.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. And here's chance, surely! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Calafiori. What a throw in. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro odierno.